Hey guys, welcome back to another video on Roblox. And in the last video, we made this ginormous area that sells these blocks really fast. And now, you're making a bunch of money in a second. But now, I'm off camera, I did this. Made this little area where if you walk into an area, these stuff light up. And that is for my collection area, right? As you can see, there are these, let's say, these cards, right? Sponsor card. I'm just wondering is if those carts work with blocks. So I want to buy a cart with those blocks so that they could drop these blocks can drop down into this and they can all like meet in one area. They can all drop out. The thing is that I'm thinking that won't work. I'm thinking that carts only work with you. So what I'm thinking of doing is finding something that works. And there are these pineapples and stuff that we cannot buy, obviously. But what we shall do is I wanted to go into one area. But that would involve in all these machines being shut down. Thing is, I don't really want to shut down all these machines. But I'm feeling like we should add more wood so we can get more blocks and then cut off half of that. Right? And there are these. If you go down here to this meniscus or a super shop, mega cobble farm, and then these palm trees. Palm trees are way more expensive, so we should buy a few of these. So 2 of these. What do you mean? I need Game Pass. Okay. Alright. I see. But let's buy these tree farms. Buy 5 of them. And then have these conveyor belts. We already have a bunch. I don't think we have a ton of upwards ones. Right? And then we can recreate this area, but with the fence maker. And have it drop down to its own area. So how about we do that? So let's go ahead and cut to whenever that's done. Alrighty, guys. Mid-recording, I was looking through the shop. And then I found this stuff for the item pipes. Despite it costing the Game Pass, this will not count, if you can see right here, carries an item to the nearest available inventory. Items inside do not count to the item limit. Right? And I just realized, man, that would be so good if I had it. Because then I can have like 0 of this. That'd be good. But I don't have the Game Pass. So yeah, but let's go ahead and continue back up with building it. All get ready, guys. The recording is not done, but guess what? This is done. So it's a double decker now, but instead of having it drop down through here, I'm having it sell with the cell turret, which is making it pretty faster. The thing is that we're starting to get a little bit too much money or too many blocks from this. So I'm thinking that we either half that or just completely get rid of it. Because it is making too much money or having too many blocks spawn that the block limit's going to start going off. So I feel like we should just get rid of all this water and lava to cut off basically half of our supply flow. And then we get rid of all of these other blocks that we don't need. So we get rid of just all of these blocks. Just get rid of all of them. So that we still don't waste up a bunch of space. But yes, guys, I am thinking about getting that Game Pass because I feel like that would be enough to get rid of it. Because we could just put that inside the block or the item dropper, which could just immediately sell them. We're still going to have a bunch of blocks out in the way, but not enough to like do a bunch of other stuff. So we're just going to get rid of all these. So now it's going to be half, which is amazing. So yeah, but we're going to have that all in half. this is getting $80, but that side's getting us like I'll say like 100. You can see sometimes in here like 95, 455 because just of how fast it is firing. And also, I just realized something. My mouse can perfectly fit underneath my keyboard, so I can just immediately break blocks as fast as possible. But I feel like that's a bad idea because that's how I break my mouse. That's never good because I have to move to my crappy mouse, which is horrible. But now this is gonna be in half. So now that the flow is since it will be halved, it will be probably slow it down just enough so that it's not as bad. Also, this side is slower than this side. I just now realized that, but it's fine. And I'm just wondering, okay, because if blocks go too far to the side, yeah, they can fall down and get stuck right there. But we can't fix that. So well. Oh well. Get rid of all these blocks. Let me grab this observer. And yes, I do have that so that if any player tries to creep up on me and break some stuff or something, I would be known. So yeah, because people have tried to do that in past. But now it looks like this. I'm not thinking of adding another spot on top. So now I'm thinking of getting some either pines or more of these tree farms. Because we can get a ton of these, so we can get 5 more. We can get this one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. So now that's like that. Now we're increasing our flow of blocks. That's nice. But yes, this is our farm now. Really good looking. I don't know why this dude's building like a temple from Minecraft. What is that dude doing over there? Ah, seems like he's doing that, but I feel like mine might get more money. But yes, that is pretty good. But down here, I want to do something down here. I'm thinking of having like blocks come in from sides and then just drop down in here. That'd be nice. The thing is I don't really want to spend this much money on just carts. Like 10K is a lot, but I'm gonna have to do it just for science. So, okay, switch. Ah, okay, so that's more carts. Alright, but my question, which is the only one that I have, is if I place blocks up here and they break, do they go inside the cart? Oh, they can, but they will get rid of it. Okay, that's good. That's amazing to know. That's actually amazing to know. Because now, instead of having all this stuff up here, I can just have them drop down into a little area underneath it. But carts do cost like a stupid amount of money. 5,000 for tracks, junctions, left and right, turns, slopes. So yeah, that's gonna be not good. But I do have an idea. So my idea is that can observers detect falling blocks? Right, so I'm gonna have one right here, or no, one at the bottom, one right here. If this observer can detect of this falling block, then that means it'll work. Ooh, no, it can't. That's not good. Cause I'm thinking of having a cart spawner, and then like another track or something, and then another cart spawner. But you know what I'm thinking of doing? Adding this detector rail. Pow- powers nearby a wire when the cart passes it, right? And that will turn on a stop track, right? So we have a so here we have like the cart that goes on and they'll go past the detector and then stop. then it will like have like a couple of stops beneath it, like that. But that is nice because now we have this open area, and now we know that those blocks can go in. And but there's no like block that can drop it. That's the thing. But there is here, which I really wish, this item vacuum. So that would be so amazing if it works. Because I would have, if I get the Game Pass. Because I need the Game Pass. Keep on saying that I need the Game Pass to suck up the blocks. And after it sucks up the blocks, it can go in. But there are these vacuum laser turrets, powers with a wire, shoots a laser beam that breaks blocks and returns the item to the turret. Okay, not a cook one. But yeah, that's the thing. I just need something that could suck up blocks. So it sucks. That's the thing. So we can get Game Pass for it, but that's gonna cost a bunch of money, which I don't really want. So yeah. But the thing is that it will give me the block thing so that it can pick it up, and then since it will go down, it can go into one of these pipes. The item dropper could drop it into one of these cell blocks or one of the cell turrets, and we could have horizontal mirrors that fire the blocks in different ways, and then one that like shoots it up. And get like a middle one, and they'll go like really fast. But here, this is all the blocks that need a Game Pass. I'm pretty sure. I need a higher. I need to get another life for it. What's a furniture? Ability to buy furniture. Okay, that's great. Love, but we need all these all these blocks. Are gonna need to get another life, which that involves respawning. Which I don't think we should do right now because it costs like 1,000,000. I'm pretty sure. But yes, that is all that we have for today. If you guys want to see more, I'm going to AFK for a little bit and build that little area underneath with these tracks. But if you guys want to see more, make sure you guys like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you guys want to see more.